going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Sunday, late afternoon. It is 5 o'clock here on Sunday, the 8th of September, 2024. It is 71 degrees outside, and I am going on an emergency service call for no cooling. We have an existing client in Levittown. Now, Levittown is smack in the middle of Nassau County on Long Island in that great state of New York. And if this was during the week, it would take me at least an hour, maybe an hour 15 to get to this job from my shop. But Sunday, you got idiots like this who just cut me off. And going nowhere fast, as you can see that, right? You can see it's going nowhere fast. So I'm probably going to keep the camera on this dumb guy. Hey, driving real fast there, buddy. So going on this emergency service call, I baited him. I told him, listen, we can come tomorrow. It'll be cheaper. If you want to come today, it's an emergency service call charge, $225. And he was like, well, maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. I was like, you sure? I can have someone there within the hour. He goes, you know what? Let me talk to my wife. I'll get back to you. I was like, you want me to be on hold? You put me on hold. So got back to me about 30 seconds later. He goes, yeah, the wife said, yeah, come on now for emergency. I'm like, all right, I'll be there within the hour. Let's go see what's going on. All right, started our time. Let's go. Hello. I'm at the right house, I take it. Huh? I'm at the right house?
Yes, you are.
How are you, sir? I'm Mike.
Love your YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
So, you got no air conditioning?
yes.
I needed a jacket this morning when I walked the dogs, you know?
No, but then I have 4 months old and I have 2
Congratulations. Very nice. Very nice. Boy, girl?
4 months old is a girl and I have another boy and girl.
Very nice. Very nice. Where's your white picket fence?
Huh?
Where's your white picket fence? Right there. Let's go see what's going on.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Right there.
There it is.
It's a 5-ton system. Daniel came here a couple months ago when we did the tune-up, right?
Yep.
And I think that he checked the liquids on there or so, and it seemed to be okay at that particular time.
Okay. You said a 5-ton system, huh?
Yeah, I believe that's what he said. 5-ton system.
I'm gonna say maybe. Okay.
So the way that everything is structured is that I have what they call dampers only.
Okay.
In the house or something like that.
So you have 2 thermostats or multiple thermostats?
Correct.
Okay.
2 thermostats. Yeah, correct.
And an oil boiler.
Yes. I have no choice. I have no choice.
I know this is Levittown.
I have no choices. Okay. I wish.
Can you believe this is year 2024? And
I contact the state, right? I called National Grid, asked them because they actually had an inquiry when I first purchased the home a couple years ago. So,
yep.
Okay, I actually did inquire about that, and this is what they told me. So, is that they cannot expand because some type of state won't allow it. Which I contacted, all those congressmen, people, so that which didn't really.
I hear you.
Any crap of answers of that. And I even tried looking at propane, and then
you know what you could do? You can do solar,
and
then do heat pumps.
That's the thing is, okay, when I was going through with Daniel that particular time or so, right?
Yeah.
Is that I wanted to go with probably with the heat pump unit.
Yes.
Because the reason is that it's not because of the whole energy efficiency, it's because of the variable speed.
Yes.
Because he mentioned that basically because I have a problem where if my upstairs turns on and my downstairs off, all the air is going to my second floor, which it sounds like a hurricane.
You have solar panels on the roof?
No, I don't.
You plan on doing that, or is it in the future?
Costly wise, it's not really basically it's not. It's I looked into the price and everything. So
okay.
It's it's probably gonna cost me about at least like 30 grand or so tonight.
Well, it's going to cost you a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But realistically, and I am not invested in what I'm about to tell you, but realistically, if you were to take advantage of the current programs that are out in New York State right now, man, they're good.
Really?
They're good. They will come in here, and there's several contractors that do this because they do the whole envelope. You know, they do the installation. Now your house looks like brand new. Like the house in Google Maps doesn't match the house that's here because it's a brand new house. You're really not going to be a good candidate for it. But if you had an older home, you put in two systems, 2 heat pumps. You do the solar panels on the roof.
Then it's going to be more
you do the batteries. You do an electric heat pump, hybrid water heater, and with that oil that you're spending now, you would see a considerable savings if you had an older home.
Yeah, correct.
All right, so can you do me a favor? Can you turn on the thermostat? And I want to see what this does. See, unlike most homeowners that I encounter, when the system is not cooling right, you know, they leave it on. He turned his off. So we are going to see what happens momentarily when he turns on the thermostat. We're going to see what happens out here. And one of the best things about the Mikey Pipes Pipe Doctor YouTube channel is that it's uncut, unedited, and raw. Now, I gotta tell you, that don't sound too healthy. That really don't sound too healthy. Yeah, you got a compressor running there, but it looks like it's going out on high pressure. All right, we got the Testo Smart Probes. 775 is going to be on my low side, and 797 on the high. I don't want to get burned. Let's see. Let's get that on there carefully like that. Yeah. I bet you we got a stuck metering device or some kind of restriction in the system here. And the sound that we were hearing was going to be high pressure. Let's see. Yeah. It's almost like there's a valve closed or something. Wow. That's a pretty intense restriction there. All right, so both service valves are open, but let's go to the air handler. It's not OSHA approved attic? All right. Well, hopefully I'll still have a Bluetooth connection, but if not, it is what it is. We'll have to do magic. Yeah, I already lost. By the way, it's never this lucky. We're never this lucky. Stairs, air handler, TXV, connection. Look at that. Let's open up. Oh, man. All right, there is the TXV. She's frozen over, but I don't see ice on my Our return is there, so regardless. Oh no, I lost the probes. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Oh man, we were doing so good. All right, I was able to get one probe. Let's see if tapping on this TXV. No difference. All right. So you were asking what a TXV is. A TXV stands for thermostatic expansion valve.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a layman's explanation to air conditioning and essentially the refrigeration cycle of all refrigeration systems, whether it's a refrigerator or a supermarket rack system. You have essentially 4 components. You have an indoor coil called the evaporator, which is there, which is what we didn't see frozen and what does sometimes freeze up. The outdoor coil called the condensing coil. You have a compressor, and you have what we call a metering device. Okay. The compressor takes the refrigerant on one side and makes it high side. So the compressor compresses the refrigerant, and you have high pressure, high temperature refrigerant leaving the compressor, going through the condensing coil, right, where it loses some heat, right, and that's the heat you feel just being discharged at the top of the condensing unit, and it makes its way in that smaller copper tubing, which is normally 3/8 inside for a residential system, and it makes its way to a traffic cop. The traffic cop is the metering device, right? Its job is to hold back pressure, because if it wasn't a metering device there, it's just going to let the pressure go into the evaporator coil, and you'll have no regulation of temperature and pressure. So this traffic cop is holding back all this traffic, and as soon as it lets people go, it basically is holding back 1-lane road, and now it has like 16 lanes. So it lets traffic go, and sometimes it's based on a fixed plan, or like an orifice that we call, which is fixed size and it doesn't change. You also have a thermostatic expansion valve, a TXV. A TXV will sense temperature and pressure, and it will try to maintain a certain subcooling. And that's a more refined and more efficient way than an orifice, for example. And I'm giving you the simple, layman's terms. And because the process of air conditioning is to extract heat from the air, which is what this evaporator coil does, and humidity as an added benefit. That's the condensation it forms. What's happening with your system right now is that when the system turns on, the thermostat it tells the unit outside to run, tells the fan to come on inside, the blower, and the compressor runs. The compressor is compressing this refrigerant, right? But it's stuck somewhere. And it appears to be stuck in the TXV, because there's really no other place it could be stuck. It could be stuck in the filter dryer outside, and we'll figure that out in a second. But something has failed, and it's usually the TXV, because it opens and closes automatically based on temperature and pressure. So you have a restriction system. So that weird noise that the compressor was making was high pressure, where it isn't normally, and our low side was very low. So the low side was indicative of a freezing condition, and that's why the TXV here was frozen over. Not like frozen over like an iceberg, like you see in some like systems with a dirty filter or low refrigerant or bad blower motor, but you had a frozen over TXV because the liquid inside there, or the refrigerant inside there, is below freezing, which matches the 40-something PSI that I saw outside, which is very, very low. And that's, once it leaves the evaporator, it goes back to the compressor. It's stuck. Yeah, the traffic cop, it appears the traffic cop has failed. So we're going to check one more thing. We're going to check the black little filter dryer thing, or that round little barrel outside, which his job is to reduce, to eliminate the moisture in the system and things like that. But listen, the system is not like a year old or brand new system. It's been around for quite some time already, several years. So it's probably a TXP, but we're going to go find it. All right, I have a temperature clamp on the inlet and on the outlet side of the filter dryer in the 3/8. We have a temperature of 63 on one side, 70 on the other. That's noticeably cold. Let's plug this in and let's monitor. Yeah, about 5 degrees temperature difference there. We definitely have a stuck TXV on the air handler. That's the solution here. Let's see if we can pump down our compressor. Let's see what happens. We're going to close the liquid line. Okay. Oh, my side went out right there. Well, you notice our temperature is the same right there. I would love to see what this is, but it's not being cooperative. It's on, and it's not being cooperative. Select probe. We're at 797, and it's not giving me anything. Look at this. Come on. Restarted the app. It's not pumping down. It's trying its hardest, but that TXV. There's definitely a restriction there. Oh yeah, we're going down now. Slow and steady. It's taking forever though. 160, 159, 155. 150. It should be much faster than that. And there's that high pressure bypass. All right. We tried. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Spent an hour on site, and no exaggeration, the last 30 minutes was discussing how a Bosch inverter heat pump system could save him money. You see, he's got oil, and there's no natural gas in the neighborhood. So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess you'll have to stay tuned to see what the outcome of the service call was. It's Sunday, 10 minutes after 6. I am in Levittown, and I am driving back home. Lead by example, ladies and gentlemen. Lead by example. Do as I do, not as I say. I'll catch you in the next one. Be well, God bless, stay safe.